I welcome you back to the plenary of the House from the Christmas and New Year recess, and also commend you for the committee assignments you have been undertaking since the House reconvened on the 8th of January 2018. I hope you, as usual, spend time with your constituents during this period. I also expect that you have briefed them on legislative activities conducted so far on their behalf. The recess also presented us with opportunity to get feedback on the problems and developments in our various constituencies, which should aid our performance going forward. Honorable colleagues, we embark on the recess of the period of great hardship faced by our constituents. The unending, shameful story of fuel shortage reached an unbearable level as to make traveling and other economic activities impossible. We expect that with the legislative cooperation given to the executive arm to effect an increase in the fuel pump price from 87 naira a liter to 145, based on the assurances the incidents of fuel scarcity will be a thing of the past. We were also assured that fuel subsidy had come to an end. From recent developments on this subject, except the executive adduces compelling reasons why the reverse is the case, will be justified in feeling betrayed. As a parliament, we must unravel the causes of this scarcity and the alleged reintroduction of fuel subsidy. I charge our relevant committees to get to the root of these issues through the instrumentality of oversight to enable the House take an informed position on this totally undeserving, precarious situation that are already overburdened citizens are subjected to. This has to be done with minimal delay. Honorable colleagues, we are all painfully aware of the wave of murders of innocent Nigerians that has been sweeping through the nation, from the senseless killings in Rivers State to the killing rampages in Benue, Taraba, Kaduna, Zamfara, Adama, Edo, and other states. Their countries now being painted red with the blood of the innocents on account of unrelating bedlam, callously promoted by cold-hearted merchants of death. On behalf of the House of Representatives, I wish to convey our heartfelt condolences to the government, people, and especially families of those who have lost loved ones in this primitive, mindless, and despicable rounds of bloodletting across our dear country. At these moments of intense outpouring of grief across the nation, it is important that we shun both person and accept responsibility for these wanton killings, without which we would never find a solution to this evil. We cannot afford to fold our hands and pretend that all is well with our country. We cannot throw up our hands in defeat. We have a responsibility to all Nigerians, regardless of creed or ethnicity, in line with the constitutionally stated primary purpose of the government we serve in, which is securing the welfare, including the lives and property of our people. This we must do by ensuring that every law-abiding Nigerian is protected wherever he chooses to live in the country, and everyone who is up in arms against our citizens is quickly brought to justice wherever they are in the country. That there are no sanctuaries anywhere in the country for killers and other hardened criminals who feed on the blood of our people. Our job as leaders is to hold our people together and ensure that no one or group is allowed to foist the reign of tragedy and group polarization on our dear nation. Those who pride themselves in violence must be reminded of the self-defeating nature of violence, the fact that violence only begets violence, and the true victory has never been won by violence. It was Mahatma Gandhi who delivered a timeless rebuke to those who worship brute force by reminding them that victory attained by violence is tantamount to a defeat, for it is momentary. We have to preach this message to our people who must not only accept the inevitability of conflict as well as the necessity for tolerance, but must also learn not to pursue conflict violently, but democratically in ways that result in compromise and consensus as the culture of democracy demands. This House has passed many resolutions on the issue of herdsmen, cattle grazing, and cattle rustling. These resolutions include, but are not limited to House Resolution 127-291 of 2015, House Resolution 36 of 2016, House Resolution 77 of 2016, House Resolution 123 of 2016, House Resolution 144 of 2016, House Resolution 187 of 2016, House Resolution 164 of 2016, House Resolution 85 of 2017, House Resolution 199 of 2017, House Resolution 08 of 2017, House Resolution 09 of 2017, House Resolution 118 of 2016, among others. There have also been several resolutions on kidnapping, Boko Haram terrorism, and sundry security matters. These resolutions are more of a wake-up call to the executive on its constitutional obligations in governance. The accentuation of violent crimes is a chronic symptom of defects in our security architecture, which we must fix. Therefore, call on Mr. President to apply maximum sanctions on public officers who are derelict in the performance of their constitutionally assigned responsibilities. In the same vein, our security-related committees must aggressively conduct oversight of the various MPs and institutions handling security matters to detect lapses in the operations of these security agencies and provide and proactively ensure compliance with approved funds and procurement of appropriate equipment. Dear colleagues, you will recall that on Tuesday, 13th June 2017, this House convened a joint meeting with all service chiefs, Inspector General of Police, Honorable Ministers of Defense and Interior, the heads of paramilitary services on the state of our national security. Our security-related committees were expected to conduct a follow-up action on all issues canvassed, and the House expects to be briefed soon. Only 2 days ago, Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, briefed the President of the Senate and I on measures being taken to contain killer headsmen and other criminals who kill with impunity across national flashpoints. I won't speak to the measures because of the sensitivity of security issues and in order not to jeopardize ongoing operations. However, I must say that I'm totally satisfied that if Mr. President's plan is carried out to the latter, we will sooner than later begin to see the desired fruits. Dear honorable colleagues, as you are aware, the 2018 appropriation bill is before us for legislative action. We promise to do our utmost to pass it expeditiously. We should keep our word. However, this can only be possible if the ministries, departments, and agencies, MDS, cooperate effectively with relevant committees of the House by providing required information as may be requested of them. I understand from reports reaching me that there is lack of cooperation from some of the MDs, and I call on the heads of all MDs to expedite action on demands from our relevant committees. We should all, in a constructive manner, resolve any problems that may hinder the smooth and early passage of the budget. Deadlines we have given to ourselves must remain sacrosanct. As we enter 2018, political activities will pick up. We must, however, remember that we were elected to represent the people for a 4-year term. The work is not finished. This is the time to conclude many outstanding legislative measures pending before us. Dear colleagues, the economy must remain the central focus of our legislative activities in 2018 in order to consolidate Nigeria's exit from economic recession. To this end, we must prioritize high economic impact bills and pass them before the onset of political activities. The Committee on Rules and Business is hereby charged to schedule consideration of these bills at the earliest possible time. The Electoral Act amendment process must be speedily concluded. This first quarter, same with constitutional alteration process, especially those that dwell on electoral matters. Rules of the game must be clear to the actors early enough before the game begins. This is absolutely necessary in order to improve on the standards we set in the last general elections. Furthermore, the practice of divesting various ad hoc committees and standing committees with jurisdiction over referrals that have refused or neglected to submit their reports on various bills and resolutions would continue in the new year. We would strengthen the Rules and Business Committee of the House, which is the secretariat of the Committee of the Whole, to consider the reports divested from various committees. In these, all ad hoc committees that have not submitted their reports within the time frame given to them, and without getting an extension of time from the House, will be divested of jurisdiction, and that without further notice. In conclusion, may I use this opportunity to once again thank you all for all your support to the leadership of the House since 2015, and to plead that we work even harder this year to justify our mandate to set the record of legislative productivity that will be difficult for our successors to echo. Honorable colleagues, the economic and security challenges facing the country are daunting, but they are surmountable. Indeed, at no time in the recent past has the nation's peace and unity been so vigorously and persistently challenged. This, however, is the real test for true leadership. I believe that together, with God on our side, we shall solve our economic, social, and political problems. It is my hope that we fail not as we run this race, and that when we hit the finish line, all of us shall breast the death, standing tall. God bless all of you. God bless our families, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.